Hello and welcome to this tutorial for the board game Tokaido. It's not long, it's not complicated, and it's nicely themed. And here's how it goes. All the players are going to walk from the start to the end. Whoever has the most points wins the game. You get most of the points during playing, and a few bonus points at the end of the game. Again, when all players are here at the end, the game is over, and if you have the most points, you are the winner. You get those points during the game if you put your player figure on one of the spaces and take the reward. In most cases, that will lead to something that gives you instant points. And that's also what you do when it's your turn. Let me explain that for you. What do you do when it's your turn? You take your own player figure and place it somewhere on a spot between where you are and the nearest restaurant. And then you immediately get the reward for the spot that you landed on. That's it. For example, I play with yellow, so this is me. I can go anywhere between here, where I already am, and the nearest restaurant, which is here. I'm even allowed to go straight to the restaurant if I want, but then I would be missing out on all these things that give me points here, and I would have to wait until all the other players are here as well. So, this is me. It's my turn, because I'm all the way in the back. I choose to go here, to this spot. So I put my figure here, I get the reward for it, and that's the end of my turn. But wait, I'm still the one who is all the way in the back. All the other players are in front of me, so it's my turn again. I go again. I can't go here because there is already another player there. I could go here, but I think I'll go here instead. I place it on that spot, I get my reward, and that was my turn. I'm no longer the furthest behind, so it's this player, and it's this player's turn then. And that's it. That's what you do when it's your turn. And this is how you play Tokaido. Let's have a look at all the things you can do. I'll show you a few things, but those will be all the things you can do, because the same spots on the board keep coming back all along the way to the finish line. First we have this one. When you stop here, you can take 3 money from the bank. You can see this little icon that shows 3 coins. Next, the hot springs. When you stop here, you take the top card of this deck. This card says 2 points, so I immediately get 2 points. I go forward 2 spaces on the point track. That's it. I keep this card with me. Then we have meeting people, this pink spot. When you stop here, you take the top card of this pink deck, and you get the reward that is written on it. In this case, it shows I get 3 money from the bank. So I take my money and I keep this card. Let me do a little recap. It's so simple, I'm sure you'll remember it. Go here to get 3 money. Go here to the hot springs to take the top card of this deck and immediately get points. And to the pink spot for meeting people, you take the top card and take whatever reward it says on the card. You can check the rule book if you don't understand what it says on the card, and keep in mind that you always keep all the cards with you. This next space on the board is a little temple. When you stop on this spot, you can donate money to the temple here. You can give 1 or 2 or 3 money. Just place the coins on your own color. Then you get as many points as how much money you donated. I place 2 coins on my yellow space in the temple, so I get 2 points. We also have these 3 spaces on the board. The green one that shows a field, the grey one that shows a mountain, and the blue one that shows the sea. Whenever you stop on one of these spots, you just take a card from the deck here. The field, the mountain, and the sea. First you take the one with a 1 on it. That gives you 1 point. If you land on the field later again in the game, you take the one with a 2 on it for 2 points. And when you land on it again later in the game, you take the one with a 3 on it for 3 points. As you can see, when you place them next to each other, they form a nice panorama. 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. The field panorama is 3 cards long, the mountain panorama is 4 cards long, and the sea panorama is the biggest with 5 cards. And the last space on the board that you can land along the way is this black one. This is the shop. When you land here, you go shopping. But it's a little complicated. Pay close attention. When you stop on a shop, you take the top 3 cards from the shop deck. This black one. You look at the cards. If you want to, you can buy nothing. Or you can buy 1 thing, or 2 things, or even all 3 things. You have to pay for them with your own money, and the price is here at the bottom. This one costs 2 money. So, what do you do with these cards? When you go shopping and you buy at least 1 item, you get points. Let me show you how that works. You can only buy a maximum of 3 cards when it's your turn, but for this example I'll pretend I'm adding 4 cards to my collection. Here you can see I already have this item in my collection. I bought that in a previous turn. You always keep all the cards that you take, so this one is already here. This one shows a shirt at the bottom. That means this article is a piece of clothing. Now I go to the shop. I buy this card. This shows some sushi rolls on it. That means this is food. This card is clothing, and this is food. So I place the food next to the clothing. I now have 2 shopping cards, and they're not of the same category. If you look closely, you can see little numbers on the cards. 1, 3, 5, and 7. So I just bought this food. The second number is 3, so I get 3 points. The food gives me 3 points because it's the second item that I buy. Next, I buy this item. It has a different icon. See? We've got clothing and food and this one. This means art. I place it next to the other 2. I now have 3 different categories: clothing, food, and art. The numbers say 1, 3, 5, 7. This is my third card, so I get 5 points for this card. I take those immediately. I've got some more shopping. I buy this card. It's food, but I already have food. That means I can't place it here. I have to make a new collection. This will be the first card in a new collection. The first number is 1, so I get 1 point. And finally, I buy one last item from the shop. This card shows this icon. It's not clothing, it's not food, and it's not art. It's a different type. This means small objects. Since it doesn't match the other 3 here, I can add it to that collection. And now it's complete. The numbers go 1, 3, 5, 7. That means this card gives me 7 points. So again, this collection gave me 1 point, plus 3 points, plus 5 points, plus 7 points. That's what you try to do when you go shopping. You try to create a collection of different types of goods. Clothes, food, art, and small objects. Let me do a full recap. Go here to get money. Go here to get the points for hot springs. Go here to meet people and take whatever they give you. Go here to donate money to the temple for points. Go to the field, the mountain, or the sea to take 1 card from the Panorama deck. Or go to the shop to make a collection and get points. So, the game is over when everybody is all the way here at the end. But then the game isn't over yet. You get some bonus points. Whoever has the most hot springs cards gets these 3 bonus points. Whoever has met the most people and taken pink cards gets these 3 bonus points. Whoever has the most shopping cards gets 3 bonus points. And then look at the temple. Whoever gave the most money gets 10 points. Second place gets 7 points. And so on. Third place, fourth place. So, get extra bonus points for donating money to the temple. If you are the first person to finish a panorama, you take one of these cards for bonus points. You don't have to wait until the end of the game, just take them immediately. That leaves me with one final thing to explain. The restaurants. What do you do there? When you step on a restaurant spot, you can eat something if you want. And then you have to wait until all the other players are also in the restaurant. Because it's only your turn when you are behind the other players. So, when you get to the restaurant, you take some cards. And if you want to, you can pay for one of them. Today we are playing with 3 players. So I take 3 cards plus 1. So 4 cards in total for 3 players. I don't have to buy food, but if I do, this card shows me how much money it costs, and then I get 6 points immediately. At the end of the game, whoever spent the most money on food gets this card for 3 bonus points. And that's it. That's all you need to know to play Tokaido. You can see all the characters have a special ability. Look that up in the rulebook. And the path goes from start to finish here. You can see it also has these extra side spots. You only use those if you're playing with 4 or 5 players. This was a fairly long explanation for a game that's actually quite simple. But at least now you're good to go to give it your first try. It might seem easy, but as soon as another player lands on the spot that you wanted to land on, you might need to adjust your entire strategy. You'll find out as soon as you play it. Thank you for watching this video, and see you for the next one.